Hi everyone. Today's our topic is epistemology. Knowledge seems to be something we gain as we live. Knowledge is the awareness, understanding of particular aspect of reality, and it is a clear, logical information gained through the process of reason applied to reality. Therefore, epistemology is the study of nature of knowledge and how these are attained and evaluated. Epistemology is the branch of philosophy concerned with the nature and scope of knowledge, and it is also referred to as theory of knowledge. How do we know something which we know? That knowledge comes in the field of epistemology. In the epistemological word, epistemology has been derived from the Greek words episteme, meaning knowledge, understanding, and logos meaning a study of. In other words, we can say that epistemology is the study of nature, source, and validity of knowledge. Studying knowledge is something philosophers have been doing for as long as philosophy has been around. It's one of the constant topics. Epistemology covers two areas, the content of thought and thought itself. Philosophy also strives to find the answers of questions, such as what is source that provides them with this stream of thought and knowledge. But how do we gain it? This issue has an important history in the various stages of Greek, Islamic, European philosophy. Thoughts throughout the history of philosophy, it received a number of solutions. There are some typical epistemological questions, such as what is knowledge and how does it differ from belief or opinion? Does my belief, is the knowledge, is the true knowledge? What is truth and how can we know if a statement is true? If someone is telling you, if someone is giving you a statement, if some statement is written in any book, anywhere, would you like to say that is it true statement? Then what are the sources of that statement? What are the sources of that knowledge? Where does that where does that knowledge came from? Do absolutes exist? And if so, can we know them? What are the absolutes? What are those absolutes which cannot be changed? What is the relationship between faith and reasons? And revealed knowledge is that then it comes there are some kinds of knowledge such as revealed knowledge. This sort of knowledge is based upon revelation from some supernatural celestial springs. And in the such as it is a very in this type of knowledge is commonly found in religious jargon, such as in the Islamic tradition, the Quran is held to be an authoritative and revealed source of knowledge. In Christianity fold, for instance, dreams, visions, and even the Bible have come to be accepted as forms of revealed knowledge. And same is the case in African traditional religions. The status of self-revelation is given to deities, ancestors, divination of oracles and dreams. So the studies have shown that the bulk of knowledge we find in our religious institutions are informed by revelation of vision. However, it should be noted that revealed knowledge is associated with a major problems, which is that of interpretation of messages. In other words, message may be subjected to various or false interpretations and thus giving room for misleading knowledge. Revealed knowledge is also not suitable for classroom situations, as teacher cannot impact objectives, knowledge based on revelation. And revealed knowledge is from God. In every revealed message, there is metaphysical aspect and physical aspect. Teacher used to ask the question, nature of the divine unity. The physical provides code of behavior. How should we behave? What are the code of conducts which we have to follow? Revealed knowledge is that typical special knowledge which deals with this universe and preceding universe. and universe is in the making, and universe is yet to be made or formed, sustained, and ultimately dissolved. Then it comes empirical knowledge. A major aspect of empirical knowledge relates to the sources of human knowledge. If one accept the fact that there is truth and even truth in the universe, how can human beings comprehend such truths? How do they become human knowledge? Why? How does we know? We know something. Central to most people's answer to that question is empiricism. It's the knowledge obtained through senses. Through senses, we get a lot of knowledge. When we touch the fire, we get heat, we get burn. When we touch the ice, we feel the soothing and cold feeling. So these feelings, these emotions, when someone hurts you, you just cry. When someone makes you happy, you just laugh. These all things are empirical knowledge you have learned from your birth, that how you should behave when these senses works. Then it comes intuition. Intuitive knowledge is the ability to utilize and acquire knowledge without the use of reason. Science is now facilitating and helping explain. For example, in traditional way, we are not supposed to ask questions regarding our intuitive knowledge, intuitive faith, beliefs, and feelings. Feelings play a great role in intuitive knowledge compared to reliance on fact. For example, someone is very rigid and someone does not want to change his belief. You, whatever you do, he will get aggressive, but he will not listen to you. There should be some kind of secularism should be there. Reality is open to you. You know the reality and you know the word. So you should be secular. You should understand that you can ask question where that knowledge come from. Then it comes authoritarian knowledge. It relies on information that has been obtained from books, research papers, experts, supreme powers. Authoritative knowledge comes from the expert. It is only as valid as the assumption on which it stands. For example, I want to study the child behavior. There are educational psychology books available on that, how does child behave and how they experiment and how they will make they will change their behavior if you apply that model, if you apply that theory, if you apply that practice. So authoritarian knowledge is very much important. For example, if I am a PhD scholar and I'm writing a thesis dissertation, so I need to provide evidence from the books, research papers, experts, supreme powers that my topic is valid. Whatever I am going to do, someone has written this, someone has written that. So these everything are the evidence of your work, and you need them because to prove the identity, you should prove that your thing is also based on reality. It is not fake. So authoritarian knowledge is also important. So this is epistemology. Being a teacher, you should ask the question, what is true knowledge? How do we know? How should I teach to the student? How my children learn? Which knowledge is best for them? Which source of knowledge is best suitable for my student? So these and other such and so forth questions can be asked while teaching learning process.